So guys, in today's video we are going to look at some case studies from the quadratic equations chapter. Uh, these are according to the sample papers or question bank that was launched by CBSE, and this will be especially helpful for CBSE students studying in class 10. This video actually also includes a trick for factorizing quadratic polynomials no matter how difficult they are. So please go ahead and take a look at the problem solved. So here is the first case study. It was there in the CBSE official question bank. So I'm starting with this. There are two very close friends. One is Raj, one is Ajay. So Raj's car has a speed of x. Ajay's car is x plus 5. So quickly, uh, speeds. Raj is x and Ajay is x plus 5. Okay. So, to cover a distance of 400 kilometer, Raj will take a time of 400 by x. This way we are giving time. So, and Ajay will take time 400 by x plus 5. Why? Because time equals, time equals distance by speed. This everyone knows. So, yeah. Okay, so the next given clue is Raj takes 4 hours more. So, 400 divided by x minus 400 divided by x plus 5 equal to 4. This is your quadratic equation. Okay, let's see. What is the distance covered by Ajay's car in 2 hours? See, uh, here speed is x plus 5 and time is 2. So speed times 2 is the distance. I mean speed times time. So 2x plus 5 is your answer. Okay. Which of the following quadratic equation describes the speed of Raj's car? Um, you can see Raj's car has a speed of x. So basically we need to write this quadratic equation in standard form. Let's go for it. So you can see that 400x plus 2000 minus 400x should give you 4x square plus 20x. So basically I multiplied the left and right hand side by x into x plus 5. That's what will give you this thing. Okay. So, well, 400x and minus 400x will get cancelled. So you are left with 4x square plus 20x minus 2000 is 0. That is x square plus 5x minus 500 is 0. All right. Uh, so C is your correct option. What is the speed of Raj's car? So what is the value of x? Now just quickly check each of these values, whichever fits. So let's start with x equal to 20. You have a 20 square plus 5 into 20 minus 5000. All right. So this is 4000 plus. Just a minute. Am I making a mistake somewhere? Okay. 20 square is 400 plus. Okay, this should not be 5000, right? This should be 500. Yeah. 400 plus 100 minus 500, which is clearly 0. Let me just put this in a box. Yeah. So 20 is indeed the correct option. Now, what was the time taken by Ajay? Now you see you have x equals 20, right? So x square equals 25. So 400 by x is 20 and 400 by x plus 5 is, as you already know, the difference is 4 hours. So it is 16. Okay. So how much time was taken by Ajay? Ajay has taken 16 hours. and Raj took 20 hours. So there is your first case study solved. Let's go to the second one. This also is a part of the official question bank. So let's go for it. Okay. Speed is 20 kilometers per hour. For covering distance of 15 kilometers, the boat takes 1 hour more for upstream than downstream. Okay. So in these cases, as we know commonly, uh, speed of stream, we will assume that speed of stream is x. So upstream speed becomes 20 minus x, and downstream speed becomes 20 plus x. Okay. Uh, oh, they have already said that let the speed of stream be x. Okay, this was extra. So speed of motorboat upstream is already we have said 20 minus x. Uh, Speed, distance, and time. The first option is obviously correct. Uh, then which is the correct quadratic equation for speed of the current? So upstream speed is this much, which means what? What is the upstream time for what was the distance? 15 kilometer. So time is again distance by speed. So I think, yeah. So this is distance by speed. So that makes it 15 by 20 minus x. And sorry, this should be downstream. Downstream time for 15 kilometers is 15 divided by 20 plus x. So upstream time was 1 hour more than downstream time. So that makes it 15 by 20 minus x minus 15 by 20 plus x equals 1. So now we'll multiply left hand side and right hand side by 20 minus x times 20 plus x, that is a minus b into a plus b, so a square minus b square, that is 20 square minus x square, that is 400 minus x square. So on the right hand side you will have 400 minus x square. So 20 minus x times 20 plus x, if you multiply the first term, see 20 minus x is going to get cancelled, so you get 15 times 20 plus x, and similarly for the second term you get, okay, yeah, and for the second term you will get minus 15 times 20 minus x. I'm sorry, this should have been x square. Yeah, so 300 plus 15x minus 300 plus 15x once more equals 400 minus x square. That will give you x square plus 30x minus 400 is 0. This is your quadratic equation. So I think there will be a question asking us to form the equation. Let's say x square plus 30x minus 400. Yes, here it is. What is the speed of current? Okay, again we'll just check which one does the job here. So let's see what happens if we take x equal to 20. We get 20 square plus 30 times 20 minus 400. So yeah, this is 400 plus 600, 1000, minus 400 is 600, which is not equal to 0. So a is out of question. Let us see 10. So 10 square plus 30 times 10 minus 400. See, this is 100 and then you have 300. So 400 minus 400 is 0. Option B is correct. what was the time taken by the boat downstream? So we know now that x equals 10. Uh, so yeah, let's just write it here. So we now know that x is 10. So 15 divided by 20 plus 10 is 30. So 15 by 30, half hour, that is 30 minutes. So this is the correct time. Okay, let's go to the next case study. So there is this cricket match where number of wickets taken by Ashwin is two less than twice the number taken by Ishant Sharma. Fine. And the product of the numbers is 24. So if Ishant took X wickets, then Ashwin took 2 less than twice. So 2x minus 2. Okay. This was straightforward. Now, what they are saying is the product of these two. So 2x minus 2 and x. So x times 2x minus 2 should be 24. Implies 2x times x minus 1 is 24. Implies x times x minus 1 is 12. Implies x square minus x minus 12 is 0. Here is your correct option. Okay. If it has real and equal roots, then discriminant has to be 0. So here is the thing. So what is the nature of the roots in our equation? So here you can see that a is 1, b is minus 1, c is minus 12. So b square minus 4ac is going to be 1 minus 4 times 1 times minus 12. That is 49, which is greater than 0, so real and distinct. What is the number of wickets taken by Ashwin? You see, you have to find 2x minus 2 and not x. Keep this much in mind. So since we have already calculated b square minus 4ac, so let us just use this, and you know implies x is minus b, so 1 plus minus root over b square minus 4ac. This we already know to be 49, and divided by 2, that is 1 plus minus 7 divided by 2, that is either 4 or minus 3. So this one is impossible. Let's cancel. uh, so it has to be 4. If x is 4, so now we know that this guy is actually 4, so this must be 6. So Ashwin took 6 wickets. Okay. uh, okay, now let's move on to the next question. So there is this park. Let's draw the said park. So suppose this is the park. Let me just make a rectangle out of it. Okay, right. I'm sorry. Yeah, this looks more like a rectangle, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So there is a pool inside the rectangular park. So we'll also make that. So suppose there is this pool inside. So okay. Firstly this, and then okay. Yeah. Let's just put it somewhat here. So the distances sort of look like the same. Okay. Now, at a distance of equal width around it, so everywhere just mark it as x, 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 and x. So this side is 20 meters, this side is 14 meters. So you can instantly see that this has to be 20 minus twice x, and this has to be 14 minus twice x. Okay. Mm, so this path has an area of 120 square meters. Okay, let's keep the mark. So there is 120 square meters over here, and as you know, the area of this entire park is 14 times 20, that is 280 square meters. Okay, let us proceed with this information. So as expected, center path is at x meter distance, so that path has a width of x meter. Then what is the length and breadth of, not the path, this should actually be length and breadth of the pool. So as I said, 20 minus twice x, 14 minus twice x, fine. If area of the path is 120 meters square, then what is the quadratic equation in terms of x? As you can clearly see, that 20 minus twice x plus 14, I'm sorry, 14 minus twice x plus 120 should give you 280, right? So area of pool plus area of path is area of the whole park. Okay, so 14 times 20 is 280. Then you have minus 28 x, then you have minus 40x, and then you have plus 4x square, which should be okay, bring 280 to the left hand side. So then you get minus 160. Okay, just let's write that, plus 120 minus 280. So this should be equal to 0. I have already collected the similar terms together, so that will be 4x square minus 68x plus 120 is 0. That is, let's divide everything by 4. So x square minus 17x plus 30, that should be 0. Do we have it? Yes, we do. Here it is. Find the nature of the root. So you have to find the discriminant again. So d equals b square minus 4ac. So quickly, here a is 1, b is minus 17, c is plus 30. Okay, so it is 17 square, that is 289 minus 4 into 1 into 30. So I'm sorry, it's not 489, it should be 170 and okay, 119. So 289 minus 120, that is 169. So greater than 0, roots are real and distinct. Next, you have to find x. So from here you can say that x is again minus b. So 17 plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac is 169. Let us divide it by 2. And then you have 17 plus minus 13 divided by 2. That is, either you can have 17 minus 13 by 2, that is 4 by 2, so 2. Or you can have 17 plus 13 by 2, 15. Okay, let me write it out. 4 or 15. Now notice that width of the whole park is 14. So how can you have width of the path is 15, right? So that makes it impossible. So we have, again I wrote it wrongly. It should have been 2. So 2 meter is the correct answer. Okay, so what is the area of the rectangular pool? Now we know x equal to 2. So what do we have as length? 20 minus 4, so this side is 16, and 14 minus 4, this side is 10. 16 times 10 is 160. Here we are. Okay, next. Uh, okay, there is the main body of Delhi government supplies drinking water. Very fine. Distribution system is well knit and properly planned. Very good. Many rivers and canals are interconnected in order to ensure uninterrupted water supply. It has been meeting the needs of potable water for more than 16 million people. Ensures availability of 50 gallons per capita per day of pure and filtered water. Okay, fine. Uh, so there are two reservoirs. Um in order to fill it, there are two pipelines of different diameter, uh, two pipes of different diameter. And for reservoir B, we know that there are two taps to store water. Okay, fine. So two pipes running together can fill the reservoir in 11 and 1/9 minutes. If one pipe takes 5 minutes more than the other to fill the reservoir, find the time in which each pipe alone would fill the reservoir. Okay, so mm, let's start. Suppose let time taken by one pipe be x. So you see the other pipe takes 5 minutes more. So again we need x minutes here. So yeah, the other pipe takes x plus 5 x plus 5 minutes. We are pretty clear about that. So if one pipe takes x minutes, so in 1 minute, uh, I'm sorry about that again. First pipe fills 1 by x part of tank, but sorry, reservoir. So yeah, reservoir. Uh, Second pipe fills 1 by x plus 5 part of reservoir. So yeah, okay. Together they fill 11 and 1/9 minutes. So you can clearly see that this is 100 by 9. So if so together they fill 100 by 9. So in 1 minute, what happens? They fill 9 by 100, 900th of the entire reservoir. So what we get is our equation as 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 5 has to be equal to 9 by 100. Okay. We need both. Mhm. Okay. So now if we multiply both sides by 100 times x plus 5, then what do we get? 100 times x plus 5 plus 100 times x equals 9 into x plus 5. So there we are. Now 100x plus 100x is 200x, and we have a 500. So 200x plus 500 is the left hand side, and what is the right hand side? 9x square plus 45. So we have 9x square minus 155 uh, minus 500 equals 0. um, I have a feeling that okay, sorry, 9x square minus 200x minus 455. So, okay. Mhm. Mm, right. Uh, Let us check. The 2 should be 200 by 9 minutes, which none of them are actually matching here. So it must be the case that we have made some mistake. Okay, all right. 100 by 9. So in 1 minute, they together fill 9 by 100. First pipe fills. Okay. Uh, 5 minutes more. All right. So, saying here is that. Mhm. Right. Uh, so I guess 9x squared plus, yes, it should be 45x. So what are we saying then? That 200 max minus 45x is 155x, and then you have a minus 500. This still does not solve our problem though, because you see product of the roots is uh, clearly an integer, and that's something that we are not getting in here. Uh, so why is that the case? 100 by 9, that's just fine. Must be a mistake that we are making somewhere. Okay, let's see. X times x plus 5, 100 times x plus x plus 5. If we multiply it like that, so we have 100 times x plus 5, we have 100x. So that is 100x plus 100x is 200x. We have 500, 9x squared, and then we have 45x. So, right, but we don't have multiple of 9, and 155 is not a multiple of 9 as far as I can see. Right. Okay, let me return to this question a bit later. Uh, Two pipes running together can fill a reservoir in. Okay, this time it is 6 minutes. So it is just exactly the same as before. Instead of 9 by 100, you have to put 1 by 6. So let's solve this equation. Maybe this will help us find out where we are messing up over there, right? So 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 5 should be 1 by 6. So multiply everything by 6 times 6 times 6 plus 5. Uh, that will give us 6x plus 5 plus 6x, that is 1. No, not 1, sorry. This should be x times x plus 5. Alright, so x square from this plus 5x, that is the right hand side of the above line, and then you have 12x plus 30 implies x square minus 7x minus 30 is 0. So sum of roots is 7, and okay, we cannot do the sum of roots product of roots trick because one is x and the other is x plus 5, so we need to solve it. Okay, let's see. Implies x square minus 10x plus 3x minus 30 equals 0. That is x times x minus 10 plus 3 times x minus 10 is 0, which means x minus 10, sorry, 10 times x plus 3 equals 0. So x equal to 10 or minus 3. Minus 3 is impossible because x is time. So one of them is 10 minutes and the other is 15 minutes. Here is the correct option. Uh, so, oh, right. So the sum of roots, product of roots thing does not work here either. Uh, so we need a product of 4500. So by that logic, this equation should be correct as well. Uh, mhm. So uh, is there anything that is very obvious but we are missing? Okay. 9x square minus 155x minus 500. This is exactly how we solved the previous one. So 55. Okay. Is there an obvious way of breaking this thing that we are missing? Because okay, I think we have it. 9x square. This is slightly out of the box kind of a factorization, but 9x square minus 180x plus 25x minus 500 equals 0. From here you will get x minus 20 times 9x plus 25 equals 0. Okay, so let me move this a bit below. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So okay, even the picture is coming down. So I must be doing something wrong. Okay, fine. Is there any way for me to move all of this upstairs? Yes. No. I'm sorry, I cannot move it like that. So let's say from here only that x is either 20 or minus 25 by 9, which is impossible because x is time. So one is 20 minutes and the other is 25 minutes. So here it is. Okay. Let's see reservoir B. So there are two taps that can fill in 9 and 3/8 hours. Okay. One is a larger tap and one is a smaller tap. So okay. Now time taken by smaller tap is x and I'm sorry. Yeah. Time taken by the larger tap is x and time taken by the smaller tap is, let's say, x plus 10. So larger tap takes x amount of time and smaller tap takes x plus 10 hours. Okay. So 9 and 3 by 8. 9 and 3 by 8 is equal to 75 by 8. So let's keep that in hand. Just like we did for the other questions, we can straight away say that 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 10 should be equal to 8 by 75. All right. So again, multiply everything by 75 into x plus 10. So that will give us 75x plus 10 plus 75x, which should be equal to 8x times x plus 10. So what do we have? We have 150x plus 750 should be equal to 8x square plus 80x, implies 8x square plus, not plus, we should have minus 70x minus 750 equals 0. All right, let's try and get this solved. Um, right. So how do you factorize this? 750 times 8 is what we have. So let us just double check our calculations again. So 75 times x plus 10. So 75x and 75x will give us 150x. We have an 8x square here. Yeah, calculations are okay. So all right. So is there an obvious way to do it? Probably not. So we'll have to, I guess, use the quadratic formula, something that I am not very keen on doing at this, but let's see. So x has to be equal to 70 plus minus root over 4900 minus 4 times 8 times 750. No, we really don't want to go there. We would ideally like to get a good factorization for this. 30 and 100. Minus 100 and plus 30. Does it do the job? No, it doesn't. Okay, let's see. We need to factorize 750 times 8. So, what we are basically trying to do is break the factors into two numbers whose sum is 70 or whose difference is 70 as we see appropriate. Okay, so this is 5 square into 25, basically 25 times 30, so 5 square into 5 into 6 into 2 cube, that is 2 cube times 5 cube times 6. So from here we have to make two numbers whose difference is 20, it's 70. All right, so we have, if we take a 30 here, then we have 8 times sorry, 25, 120, no, 230. No, that clearly does not do the job for us. What else could we do? 8 times 6 is 40, and there you have 125. No, not the choice for us. Okay, that was 48 and 125, so it still does not do the job for us. We have 25 times 4, and then okay, let's see. Yeah, if you take 50 here, so you have 2 times 5 square, and then you will be left with 2 square times 5 times 6. So this is 50 and this is 120. So what you're looking for is 8x square minus 120x plus 50x minus 750 equals 0. Okay. So this will give you 8x x minus 15 plus 50 x minus 15 equals 0. Uh, so from this you can say that x minus 15 times 8x plus 50 is 0, implies x equal to 15 or minus 50 by 8. So x is time, this cannot happen, and well, it has to be 15 hours and 25 hours because that is the only option which has 15. All right. Uh, okay, now let us erase all of this. Uh, let's see. Mm. So two tabs running together can fill it in 3 times. So that is, you can see it is 40 by 13. Sometimes for these you don't have to solve the quadratic equation. I'll show you how. But let me just do it the conventional way. Okay. Uh, so one tab takes 3 minutes more than the other. Then in how many minutes would each tap fill the reservoir? So we basically want x and x plus 3. So similarly as we have been doing, so 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 3 we can write as 13 by 40. Then we have multiply everything by 40 into x plus 3. So 40 times x plus 3 plus 40x should be 13x times x plus 3. That's right. 40x and 40x is 80x plus 120 gives us 13x square plus 39x. So 39 and 39 minus 80 is 41. Let's write 13x square minus 41x minus 120 is 0. Okay. Mm, mm, mhm, mm. All right. Uh, we just have to do that same kind of factorization again. So 120 times 13. Now let's write this as how much? 2 square into 30. So yeah, we should have 2 cube times 15 times 13. So from here we have to get two numbers whose difference is 41. So you can see that we have a 30 here and a 52 there, so it does not work. Uh, okay, we could have, but for a moment, just let's check the calculations. We have 13x square, then we have 39x. It's 3 minutes more, right? Yeah. Okay. We are correct about this part. So this is 80x, this is 120, 39 and 41 is 80. So yes, we are correct in our calculations. So this should give us the correct choice. Mhm. 30 we get 11, so we don't want that. Uh, two numbers whose difference is 41. With 15 then we'll want 56, something that we're clearly not getting out of here. Mm-hmm. 13, 4. No, don't get that out of here as well either. So you have 26 and 60. See, you can write this as 2 square times 15, that will give you 60, and 2 times 13, this will give you 26. But then the difference is not 41, right? So this does not work either. Let's see if there is any other way of doing it. Uh, 80. So fill the reservoir. Is there any straight cut way of doing this? Nothing is suggesting itself directly, because I cannot seem to find two numbers whose difference is 41. Okay, I have not broken down one thing. It should be 3 times 5. Maybe now we can find something. So there is 40 and 39, which clearly does not work. We have 65 and 24. Yes, here it is. See, this part is 24 and this part is 65. So this is what we were looking for. So 13x square minus 65x plus 24x minus 120 is 0. So 13x times x minus 5 plus 24 times x minus 5 is 0, which means x minus 5 times 13x plus 24 equals 0. Now from here you can straight away say that x equal to 5, because minus 24 by 13 is impossible. Okay. So one is 5 and the other is 8. Do we have it somewhere? Yes, we do. Okay. Again, the hours thing. So 12 hours now. One tap is 10 hours faster than the other. So our new equation becomes, let's see, we'll write it here again. So, okay. So a new equation is 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 10. And that should be equal to 12 hours. So 1 by 12. Okay. So let's multiply everything by 12 times x plus 10. So that is 12 times x plus 10 plus 12x should give us x square plus 10x. So 12x is 24x. So x square minus 14x minus 120 should give us 0. And again, this is clearly visible because x square minus 20x plus 6x minus 120 equals 0. This will give us the answer. So x into x minus 20 plus 6 times x minus 20 is 0, which gives us x minus 20 times x plus 6 equals 0. So x equal to 20 or minus 6. Minus 6 is impossible. So one of them is 20 and the other one is 30. Let's say this one. Okay. Now I'll show you that all of this was mostly unnecessary. Why? We had no need for solving any of these quadratic equations. Let me tell you why. And this is a trick that you can use most of the times in exams if you get this kind of tap water problems. So why? You can see one pipe takes 5 minutes more than the other. So form the equation, solve the equation only if you do not find time difference of 5 minutes in any of these options. What does it mean? You see, if one pipe takes 5 minutes more than the other, then the two times cannot be 10 minutes and 12 minutes. They cannot be 15 and 18. They cannot be 20 to 28. They have to be 25 and 20. Similarly, now you see there is a time difference of 5 minutes, and there is a difference of 5 minutes in only one option. This one cannot be true. This one cannot be true. This one cannot be true. Similarly, now the time difference is 10 hours. So see, 20 and 22 cannot be the case. 14 and 18 will not work. 18 and 16 will not work. 15 and 25 has to be the thing. uh, One tap takes 3 minutes more than the other. So again, you see, now this one we actually needed to solve. Why? Because there is a 12-15 minutes, which could have been the case. It could have been 6 minutes and 9 minutes. So we did not waste our time solving this one. However, now what you can do is just check adding each of these, whether you get 40 by 13 or not. So basically, what do you need to check? Like we did, you remember 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 3 should give us 13 by 40. So this is what we will check. 1 by 12 plus 1 by 15. Is it 13 by 40? No, because you have 60 as the LCM here, and you have 5 plus 4, that is 9 by 60, that is 3 by 20, which is not equal to 13 by 40. uh, okay, uh, so this option is cancelled. uh, let's check with the next one. uh, 6 minutes and 9 minutes. So 1 by 6 plus 1 by 9, what do we get? So 36 is the LCM. We have 6 plus 4, that is 10 by 36, which is then 5 by 18, and not 13 by 40. So this is also gone. We are left with 1 by 5 and 8 minutes. Why? Because this is, I think, very clear that it will be 40 here, and then 8 plus 5, and then you get 13 by 40. So in any case, it was not necessary to actually solve the equation. I solved it so that you could see a method of factorizing quadratic polynomials even when it looks difficult. Okay. uh, Two taps function simultaneously, the reservoir is filled in 12 hours. Now this one you had to solve the equation. There is no other way that you know actually get to this 30. Oh, wait a minute, actually there is a way. How? You see, one is 10 hours faster and time that the second tap. So second tap, you can see here, is slower, right? So what was our equation? 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 10 should have given us 1 by 12. Okay. So if the slower one is 30, then what is the faster one? 20. So you can quickly check that 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30. Do you get 1 by 12? Yes, we do, because this is 60 here, and 3 plus 2 by 60. So 5 by 60 is 1 by 12. Okay. You can also check that it will not work for the other three options. I'll leave that to you. Okay. So that is enough dwelling on this reservoir pipe and tap kind of case study. Let's go to the only subjective case study that we have. We have already done this kind of problem a few minutes back, but let's do it again. So it is 50 meters by 20 meters. So let's say 50 meters by 20 meters. So you can already see that the area is 1000 square meters. This will probably be useful, but okay. So let this be x, and the area of the ground is 1184. Okay, this is not 1000, this is 2000, my bad. So okay, so area of the pool has to be how much? 2000 minus 1184. So 16 will make it 1200, and then 800. So this has to be 816. We have a length of 50 minus 2x and a breadth of how much? 20 minus 2x, right? Okay. So length and breadth of the rectangular pond we just did. So this is 50 minus 2x and then 20 minus 2x. Find the quadratic equation. So you can already see that area of the pool has to be 816. So let's write that straight away. 50 minus 2x times 20 minus 2x, we want it to be 816. So it's time to get the standard form. But just a minute. Yeah, this should have been 40. So this is not 20 minus 2x. This is 40 minus 2x. And similarly, what you get here is 40. This is also 40. Okay, I think now we are in a good place to do it. Let's see. So 50 times 40 is, as I said, 2000. Then you have minus 80x. Then you have minus 100x. And then you have plus 4x square. So let us bring the minus 816 here. So minus 816 here. Then you get 0. So we have 4x square minus 180x plus 1184 equals 0. Let's divide everything by 4. So x square minus 45x plus how much is 1184 divided by 4? Okay, so 100 divided. Okay, so we want 1184 divided by 4, which is 1000 plus 100 plus 84 divided by 4. Sorry, 4. So this is nothing but 250 plus 25 plus 21. So we have 296 here. Okay, let's solve it. Again, we want to factorize 296 equals let's see. Okay, we have to do it like the old-fashioned way. So 148, and then you have 74, and then you have 37. Well, you have it straight away now. 37 and 8. X square minus 8x minus 37x plus 296 equals 0. Implies x times x minus 8 minus 37 times x minus 8. So yeah, it's 0. And then you have x minus 8 times x minus 37 equals 0. Now you can see that x cannot be 37 because if x is 37, then you get 37 cut from here, 37 cut from here. But so you have a total of 74 being deducted from the breadth, but the breadth is already 40. So you see, let me just write it clearly. Maybe it will be easier for you to see. So if we had like 37 here, so 37 and 37 here, you see 37 plus 37 is 74, and we have only 40 here. We cannot cut 74 out of this, right? So we must have x equal to 8. That's the only way this is gonna work. So let's write it. It is 8. So 50 minus 2 times 8. This is the length. So 50 minus 16 is 34. And 40 minus 16 is 24. Right. 720 and 96. Correct. So you can see that the area of the pond is actually 816. So, well, there it is. So 34 meters and 24 meters. We should write probably. Yeah. Uh, and also in your exams, do not forget to mention that these are meters. So, yeah, I'm very sorry. I should have said this earlier. And 40 minus twice x meters. So, yeah. So, I think that brings us to the end of today's video. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you liked the way I solved the problems, please share and subscribe and leave your feedback in the comments. Also, if I should make a concept video for quadratic equations, you can also mention that in the comments. So that's it then. Enjoy math.